Hey guys, Chopper here, bringing you my final Die Rise video, my basically 100 video. I just want to quickly talk about the start. I messed up by not buying Who's Who, but I'm looking at that ammo and I didn't see a perk in it, and somehow I ended up with double tap, which massively affected my game. So then I had to go for 6 perks to make sure I had Who's Who and Quick Revive, which I got then. And I always knew that if I went down, I'd always have to get to the rat rounds again to get the perks back. Now, it's a good game for me. Do you know what, my first red screen came basically here on 82, and I should have made that cutback. I went a little bit close to the bar, but this is a fairly easy revive. You know, all you've got to do is you've got to hold them. If you land in there, you just got to hold them up and get to the top of the stairs. You haven't got to worry about doing 360 revives or anything like that. You should always have time if you get up to here. Now, I just saw Who's Who there. Don't ever buy that while you're in Who's Who mode. My friend Boyster did and got completely screwed. Now, getting to 100 on this map initially looks, when you first come into this room, you think it's going to be easy, but it isn't. Which is why there's so few legit 100s on this map. Now, from that down, I had a bit of a nightmare, you know what I mean? I started, I don't know, normally after a down I tend to pause it and I have a smoke, have a cup of tea or something, because I just think it kind of helps me play a bit better. But yeah, I mean, the next few rounds were a bit rough for me. Now, just quickly, what I've actually done is this game took 8.5 hours. Now, there's going to be an unlisted video linked, which is basically rounds 1 to 100 sped up from 8.5 hours to 7.5 minutes, just in case anyone thinks I didn't do this legit. Now, there's 2 ways of doing this room in here. You can do the somewhat safer way, which is going into the elevator to shoot, or the certainly faster and more risky way of shooting in the middle of the room. And look, there's another red screen. You know what I mean? As I said, that down kind of led me to, I don't know, playing a little bit bad. You know, I knew I didn't have Who's Who. I'm just waiting to get to the rats. But yeah, I mean, you really want to be holding them all up and then getting into the elevator. You can shoot in the middle, but to be honest, if you haven't done 100, I wouldn't try that on my first go. Now, this is another thing. When you've got liquid on the floor in front of that side window, do not come into this area like I did, because you can slide all over the place. Now, what I'm doing now, to be honest, I should have just sucked up that down and taken it. Look, spawning there actually helped me, because if I'd have spawned anywhere else, I'd have probably tried to do the revive. And when you've sprayed the crap out of everywhere, you know you've got new spawners everywhere, and it's just a very, very difficult recovery. So whenever you spawn in that bar, you want to slide down, and all you're trying to do is get through these rooms. As soon as you see that something new is coming into the room, you know, and you're about to get flooded, you kind of move around, and all you're doing is you're trying to wait 45 seconds to ensure that, you know, you come back with your quick revive. Now, I knew that on losing this quick revive, I was basically going to be around 92 with only 4 perks, you know, like 8 rounds away with, I think, 1 or 2 rat rounds, and I was somewhat nervous here. Now, about getting ammo for the gun, if you've got more than 20 bullets in the 90s, you should be alright to do a round. You might have to force some spawns. Like that was just a forced chain, I suppose. I'm shooting from the side because I've only got 2 bullets left, and if you see, this chain basically ends all the way to the end of the round. The next round, 94, I wasn't sure if it was going to be the rats or not, but I didn't want to risk it. You know, I wanted to go and get a new gun. If it's not the rats and I've got 1 bullet left, you're pretty much screwed, because there's almost no way you can really hit that box in any kind of comfort, you know, and actually safely get that gun back. So you might as well do it when you've got the either 1 zombie left or 1 rat left. That's if you need to hit the box for anything, it's always best, in my opinion, especially when you're looking for the monkeys early, to hit it with just a rat left. You don't really want to be doing it with a zombie. I've just always done it with a rat and prefer doing it that way. So yeah, I mean, this chain's still going. and that's pretty much the end now. So I've gone to get the liquid gun back, and this is where I really cocked up and got away with it, because I've got the rats and I'm excited I've got the gun back. I'm just shooting like crazy, not even thinking about what I'm doing, and lo and behold I don't get anything. So now I know I've got to do all these rounds, or certainly till 98 or 99 with basically no chances, and that's playing roughly an hour pretty perfectly. And there was one moment where I still don't know, to be honest, how I didn't go down, but you know I didn't, and I managed to get there. Now I'd always wanted a suicide on 99, but my friends talked me out of it. I chose not to suicide, I chose to train in a somewhat crazy area just to see if it could be done, and you'll see exactly what happens at the end. Commentary's coming to an end now, guys. Just showing there, if you get kind of caught like that, make a decision to shoot one of the zombies, not both of them. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this comm, and I'll speak to you all soon. I'm down.
And I'm not sleeping now. The dark is too hard to beat, and I'm not keeping now the strength I need to push me. But the queen has been overthrown, and I'm not sleeping now. The dark is too hard to beat, and I'm not keeping now the strength I need to push me. But the queen has been overthrown, and I'm not sleeping now. me.
You get yourself, nice.
Oh, he's gone.